She lit another match, hoping for a miracle. But no matter what, the light was only enough to warm her heart for a fleeting moment. Then it went out again. The cold surrounded her once more, and she felt as if she was sinking into eternal darkness. It seemed that nothing could save her. As she sat there, the sounds of laughter from the restaurant echoed in her ears, reminding her of the things she could never have. When Anna closed her eyes, a wave of exhaustion swept over her small body. The cold seemed to penetrate through her skin, seeping deep into her bones, but she no longer had the strength to call out, nor any warmth to fight the harsh cold. The snow continued to fall relentlessly, each snowflake like a cold grain of sand, falling from the vast sky, covering her like an invisible blanket. Default text. Then, as Anna was nearly drifting into the darkness of exhaustion, the blur of the world around her gradually faded, as if a miracle was taking place. Suddenly, she felt a very gentle, warm light. This light wasn't from the street lamp or the matchstick she had just lit. It was a light filled with love, familiar like from her mother. It was a feeling of peace and safety, like when she was held in her mother's arms. When she opened her eyes, Anna no longer saw the cold streets or the snow covering the world around her. Instead, she found herself in a warm space, bathed in soft yellow light. In this space, colorful flowers were blooming, trees were lush and green, and the sweet scent of a warm meal filled the air. A strange feeling made Anna's heart suddenly feel lighter. And in that space, there was a mother waiting for her, with a gentle face and a loving gaze. Her mother was smiling, her arms wide open, as if waiting to embrace her. "Mom," Anna whispered weakly, but the light in her mother's eyes reassured her. "My dear, you've been through so much," Anna's mother said, her voice soft but full of love. She opened her arms and pulled Anna close. Anna could feel her mother's warmth, her small body warming from the inside, as if the cold of the outside world no longer existed. But even though she was held in her mother's arms, Anna still felt incredibly tired. Her eyes blurred, no longer having enough strength to clearly see everything around her. However, in that moment, she felt an unusual peace, a love that she had never experienced during all her difficult days. The surrounding scenery seemed to fade, everything became silent, and Anna, though unwilling, seemed unable to resist the exhaustion that had overtaken her body. She slowly closed her eyes, leaving behind all the pain, fatigue, and sorrow of her old life, hoping that when she woke up, she would see a different world, a warm and happy world, just like she had imagined. Her mother still held Anna close, her gaze as if whispering comforting words. "Don't worry, you'll be fine. Everything will change. I'm always here." And in her mother's arms, Anna felt as though she was being given strength. Though she was exhausted and her eyes were fading, she no longer felt lonely or afraid. Anna closed her eyes once again, this time for the last time. But in her sleep, she no longer felt cold or hopeless. Instead, she felt as if she was being protected in a world full of love, where nothing could harm her.
Support Anna by subscribing to the channel, liking, and sharing. Your support is a huge motivation for Anna to keep creating more fun and meaningful stories. Thank you for watching. I love you all.